Hey guys, so this video is going to be different than the normal videos I usually put on my channel. It's just something that I'm doing for myself, but I'm also just doing it because sometimes when you see a person, how they look out of uniform or out of the context that they're put in, they're a totally different person and their true colors really do show. And I'm sick of being silent, and I'm really nervous right now, I'm not gonna lie. I was crying about this. I came home from work in the morning. I haven't even slept yet. My stomach's turning, and the ridicule, and I can't even talk, the ridicule and hate that I get for this, bring it, because I deserve to be spoken and have my voice heard, and if that's not right, then I don't know. And also, I'm probably not even gonna edit this. I just want to put it up as is. So, okay, this is the best way that I'm gonna start it and kind of lead into what I want to talk about. When I was 19, I just turned 19 in May, it was around July, I met this guy. And at first, everything was really cool with him. And also, I will be saying the guy's name because what I'm going to be talking about is tied into it, and it was something that went viral on the internet, and his last name and first name were there, so I'm going to say his name because it's an internet topic and freedom of speech. So I'm just saying that before I post this, because last time I made a video of this, the guy threatened me to take it down with, I'm not going to say exactly what he said, but like really just harmful stuff, and I took the video down, even though I did not have his name in it, and I filmed that when I was like 19 or 20 years old, and I didn't put his name in it or anything, but I got harassed to take it down, and I did. So anyways, I met this guy that I was seeing for about 5 or 6 months, and we were just crazy about each other. In the beginning, we were crazy about each other, and he just seemed so perfect for me, and my friends really didn't know him yet, but they were starting to, and I really liked this guy until weird stuff happened. And I don't want to make this a big long story, so I'm gonna, bits and pieces just so it makes sense to you. But like, he would say to me with his friends as a joke, me not knowing, I'm in jail, I need you to bail me out, I need this amount of money, then like hang up the phone and then call me back like 4 hours later and be like, oh, it was a prank, somebody dared me. Just stuff like that all the time, which really annoyed the shit out of me. But that was kind of like in the beginning, it was just like stupid crap, and he stopped that, so I was like, okay. The first time that I can remember this happening was I was at his house, and we were hanging out in his room. And before what I'm about to tell you happened, he was very harsh with words to me at times, and I kind of would just look over that because I really liked him. I was young, I was stupid, and I just remember I was like sitting on his bed, and we were gonna have sex, but I didn't want to, and I know he wanted to. And he was like saying he was going to go to his friend's party and just bang girls or go there and meet girls and hang out, and that he didn't need me. And I was like, no, like, why does it have to be this way? Like, why can't we just hang out? Like, why do you have to, like, why do we have to do this? Not that we didn't, but like, I just didn't feel comfortable. I didn't want to. And I remember he was pushing me in his attic towards the door. He was shoving me, pushing me, and then he ended up like pinning me to the bed and having sex with me. And I really didn't want to. I kind of just laid there and it happened. I recall other times too when he would try to choke me, or if I remember one time I did fight back, and he started choking me, and he's like, what, you think you're stronger than me? You think you're stronger than me? No, you're not. You're not. You're a bitch. a lot of the times it was just him harassing me or pushing me. It was either verbal abuse or physical abuse. I remember the one night, again, at his house. It normally wouldn't happen at my house. It was normally his house. We were drinking. I didn't have much, but he did. And we were upstairs, and again, I didn't want to have sex with him. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go downstairs. And I just didn't want to have this fight or argument. So I was walking down the steps in front of him, and I could tell you exactly on my back how it happened and everything. He took his hand and took it on my shoulder and whipped me, pushed me down the steps. So I did like a trip fall. And I remember his mom did see it, and she was like, are you okay? And of course I'm not going to go, yeah, your son just pushed me down the steps. So I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And it was just constant abuse in our relationship. And you might be asking me, why did you stay with him? And honestly, unless you were or are in a physical or mental abusive relationship with somebody, you don't just leave. You can't just go. It's literally like I was brainwashed. I remember a girl in high school, her boyfriend used to beat the shit out of her all the time. And I feel so bad for even saying it to her. I would be like, why don't you just break up with him? It's easy. Why don't you just break up with him? It's not easy. When you're trapped in a relationship like that, it feels like you're stuck with that person. And I don't even know. We ended up breaking up, going our separate ways and everything. And before he went into the military, which he would always say that he wanted to go in the military because he felt like he had to, because his grandfather did and stuff like that. It's not like he just physically wanted to, it was because his family did and he felt like he had to. But anyways, before he went into the military, he messaged me and he was like, yeah, sorry for those times and blah blah blah. And I was like, yep, okay. And he's like, I could really use a friend when I'm there. I'm the type of person where I try to forgive and forget. I try to be that person that's just the strong one and that says, you know, I'll be there for you. I thought I could change him. And I think that's another reason why I stayed with him. I thought I could change his ways and he wouldn't be like that. So I'd write him notes and stuff, send them to him, and just, you know, I really wouldn't hear, we texted back and forth, but I didn't really hear anything back from him. But I also found out his girlfriend after me beat the shit out of, and then the girl he was seeing, we were talking, he beat the shit out of. So after I heard that, I was just done. I'm not going to waste my time and energy, you know, writing letters for you, trying to connect with you, you know, to show you that someone's there for you when you're beating the shit out of people like you did to me, when you're hurting people physically and mentally. And so I had a friend come to me, and then another friend, and then my brother, and then somebody last night. This has been trending on the internet now for, I'm going to say 2 months. Let's say 2 months. And I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to bring it up on the screen then too so you can see it in case you can't find it. But his name is Ezekiel Dingle. You can Google his name and it'll come up, this post. And you know what? Again, I respect his family, the nicest people ever. But I don't think I don't think they know what kind of what their son, what their grandson, what kind of person he really is. I have a favor to ask you all. My son, my Marine experienced some recent crap. Someone decided it was okay to spit on my son while he was in uniform holding the door open for them. And then my son said this to me. People don't like us anymore. All I wanted to do was be change in the world. He is the only 19-year-old and took on this great title. Please let my son, Ezekiel Dingle, know that there are a lot of people that support our military and support him too. So there's Zeke. And if you don't believe me that I knew him, you can go on my Facebook page. There's pictures that his sister took in a photo shoot of us. Also, there's videos from my past channel that are on my new channel. If you go way down, I can even link them, of him on my channel. And you can see how uncomfortable I was too in the videos, because he would put me down, say shit to me, and it was one of those uncomfortable feelings where you don't know exactly what to say, so you laugh it off. Because I was so young and so stupid, I would just laugh it off. I think that people in the military, some of you guys know, my brother's in the military. People in the military, I have very high respect for them for what they do, and they put their life on the line, okay? My brother does that every day, and if something happened to him, I don't know what I would do. But what he does in uniform and what he does out of uniform is two different, completely different things. And for people to look up to him and say that he's a hero when he beats the shit out of women, puts his hands on them, pushes them down steps, chokes them, I'm disgusted. And I'm sick of being quiet, and I think people need to know the truth. And I don't care who sees this, I don't care who judges me for putting this on the internet, because if you follow me, I put a lot of crazy shit on the internet. I don't care. Now my Facebook went off. It's not right. And I'm not gonna let somebody else get hurt by it. One other girl did and I tried to warn her. Another girl did, I tried to warn her. I'm done. I'm done with this shit. Can you, like, imagine how many women or kids or people get abused every day, thrown down steps, punched, beaten, choked out? I experienced that for half a year, and nobody should have to go through that ever. I don't care what you did. If a guy lays his hands on you, he's a piece of shit. And since then, nobody has ever touched me again. Ever. Honestly, after all these years, I'm angry. I'm not sad anymore. I'm not depressed about it. I'm angry. And I'm not going to get into it, but physically and mentally, he's scarred me to the point where I had to go to the doctor, I had to talk to somebody because of his abuse. Stop hiding, Zeke. My brother put on the one post that he saw of you. Stop hiding and fess up. Because it's sick. I have nothing to hide. I have nothing. It's on you. You have to change if you want to be a better person. And a good husband to somebody one day. And a good father one day. Because towards the end, I was really hoping for you that you were going to change into the person that you wanted to be. And you're not changing the world that's supposed to be here. You're not. I have nothing more to say about this, but please share my video. Comment if you must, if you want to say anything about the whole incident, the topic. I just think people should know who they're looking up to and who their hero is.